Hello, and welcome to day number 2 of Flowercraft Festival. #FlowercraftFest. In this collaboration, we've got Benita, Katarina, Lisa, Marta, Mel, myself, and Monica Papermona. For today's project, I'm going to use the digital collection designed by Marta, and I left the link in the description down below. So here is 11.5 by 5 3/4 of an inch white card, and I scored it at 5 3/4. And now we're going to create the mechanism. So I've got 5.5 by 11.5 of an inch purple cardstock. I'm going to score it at 3 1/4. Then my next scoring line will be at 5 3/4. And the last one will be at 8 1/4 of an inch. If you haven't heard about #FlowercraftFest throughout August, we're going to give you 9 amazing tutorials. All the projects will be based on florals, and today we're going to create a spinner card, and every single craft I created a different version. All the links to our YouTube channels are in the description down below. It would be amazing if you can check all of us. Comment on the videos, that will really mean a lot to us. So here my mechanism is nearly ready. We're going to create something inside. Decided not to use any cutting dice. Here I'm going to measure 2 3/4, and then I'm going to measure 1.5, and I'm going to do a mark at 0 3 inches. I'm going to measure 1 inch from the top and the bottom, and I'm going to actually create a beautiful diamond shape. Super quick and simple. So as you can see, I'm using my pencil and a ruler. And then I'm going to use my scissors to cut it out. Super quick and simple. So if you ever wanted to create a spinner card without any cutting dice, I really hope you'll feel inspired, because very often we've got circle shape, and today I decided to do something slightly different. And this one, I'm going to use a template later on, so I'm going to leave that diamond. So now let's move on to the next step. As you can see, I'm using that diamond I created, and I'm going to trace it, but I'm going to make it slightly smaller. So I'm going to move it to the side and to the top as well. And this way I've got a smaller diamond. I'm going to fancy cut it and use it as a template to create one more. And that will go inside of the spinner cut mechanism. Super quick and simple, right? Often do you use diamonds in your card making? And if you do have some cutting dice or a different trick how to do it, please let me know in the comments down below. So as you can see, I'm using my scissors. It is very straightforward at the moment. Then we can assemble them together. And this way, if you do 2 of them, no one will ever see the string inside. And that is the way to go. If they are not very even, of course you can use scissors to adjust the shape a little bit. So I decided to use some blue color threads to go inside. I really like how it goes with that purple, but also it will work very well with the design papers created by Marta Dębicka. Drop of Sunshine, and as I told you, I left the link to her Buy Me a Coffee website where you can find this beautiful collection. So here I'm going to use my red liner tape to attach the string inside. It doesn't have to be perfect. All you have to do here is to make sure you actually stretch that thread, because if you do it that way, it's going to be even at the top and at the bottom. And as you can see, I'm using tiny bits of that red liner tape. And when this is ready, as you can see, I'm cutting the ends off. Then I'm going to burnish it using my pokey tool, peel off the backing, then use a little bit of liquid glue and adhere the top diamond on top. Super quick, simple, and a beautiful effect. And if you've never ever created a spinner card, I really hope you'll feel inspired by myself, Benita, Katarina, Lisa, Marta, Mel, and Monica Papermona. As I told you, all the links to the YouTube channels are in the description down below. So go and have a look. As you can see, this will work very nice, and I do have some kind of transparent border. So I turn it over, my card, And I'm going to use some red liner tape again. I really like it. This time, I'm not going to use any liquid glue because if you do it, then the mechanism could be stuck. And that's what I try to avoid here. So I'm going to put a tiny piece of that red liner tape very close to the edge. And then I'm going to cut the end off. And actually, I'm going to twist the thread a little bit. So this way, it's not going to go undone. And this is the trick from me. And I really hope you will use that one when you create your own version. And if you do have a better trick how to do the ends of the thread, please let me know in the comments down below. As I told you, throughout August, we've got 9 videos for you. And in the description down below, I left the link to the free calendar where you can see all the projects we're going to create for you. So now I've got 2 panels measuring 3 inches by 5 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to assemble them on those sides. Then we're going to create the panels that will go next to the mechanism. And I will show you my trick. It is easier than you think. So this time I will need 2 panels measuring 2 1/4 by 5 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to put it underneath that diamond, as you can see, and then I'm going to use my template. I actually cut it out. And this is the best trick here. I'm going to move it slightly to the right side, and this way it's going to be slightly bigger. Really cool, right? So as I told you, you don't really need any cutting dies. All you need is your pencil, scissors, and glue. And I really like that trick. So now I'm going to do exactly the same on the left hand side. I'm going to place my template, I'm going to move it slightly to the left hand side, then use my pencil to trace the shape and use scissors to cut the half diamond. Super cool, right? So now when this is ready, I can assemble those 2 panels here. And if you want to create your own version, all you have to do is to use that hashtag #FlowerCraftFest in your social media. And I know that some of the amazing crafters already created their project, including Denise. So thank you very much, Denise. And I'm going to actually link you in the description down below as well. So now it will be time to actually put that mechanism inside. As you can see, I really tried hard to avoid the diamond to go off the page. So if you want, you can make the diamond slightly smaller, and that will be perfectly fine. I'm going to put the glue only on the very left and the right panels here. And then I'm going to attach them inside of the card, and I'm going to leave slightly wide border on the sides. I thought that was the best idea to do it. And if you use liquid glue and if you make a mistake, you can always take it off and place it again. That's why I really like to use that liquid glue. And if you'd like to get it, I left the link in the description down below as well. So now it will be time to add a little bit more decoration to the card. But before you do it, I do encourage you to make sure that the glue is set. And that's what I really like to try, especially with the liquid glue. So here I've got the beautiful flowers from the collection created by Marta. Drop of sunshine. These flowers are simply beautiful. So now let's create the front panel. And to do it, I'm going to use a slightly different purple, so I will have a variation in colors. And the first one will be 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 of an inch. And when this is ready from the collection created by Marta, I'm going to create this slightly smaller square. And in this case, it is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 of an inch. And when this is ready, I thought I really like it, but maybe we can have a slightly small twist on it. So I've got a square measuring 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 of an inch and a slightly smaller 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I'm going to create a diamond shape. So you don't always have to go with squares. You can use diamonds as well in the front of your card. I'm going to use my liquid glue to assemble it, and then I fussy cut lots of elements from Marta's collection. and I'm going to use them to decorate that card. From my own stash, I also have on the name on your birthday. As you can see on the gold element, I'm going to start placing all the elements I want. You can always do a dry run just to make sure all the elements exactly where you want. And if you want to give it a little bit of dimension, you can use double-sided foam adhesive. So as I told you, throughout August, we're going to create 9 amazing projects for you, all based on flowers. And if you'd like to get the free calendar I created, I left the link in the description down below. And I also left the link to my own digital collection, Flower Festival. So please have a look and let me know if you like this collection as well. And all the videos we're going to share with you will be at 6 p.m. UK time. So you can check the dates and the theme as well. I decided to add couple more flowers inside of the card. It's going to be completed. But if you know me, you know what's missing. I need a little bit of sparkle and bling. And first, I thought about adding some pearls to my card, but then I thought I haven't used gems in such a long time. So I decided to use some purple gems in the corners at the front, and I thought that was the best idea for this card. How often do you use gems for your card making projects? Please let me know in the comments down below. So, what do you think about this spinner card? Please let me know. Also, there is plenty of space to write your message on the back. And if you'd like to take part in this collaboration, don't forget to check our hashtag FlowerCraftFest, and you can also put your makes on social media. So the hashtag is FlowerCraftFest, and in this collaboration we've got Benita, Katarina, Lisa, Marta, Mel, myself, and Monica Paper Mona. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And don't forget to check all the other amazing crafters, including Denise as well. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting!